Hi there. Today I'm asking people about science. I was hopeless at science subjects at school. I just couldn't get my head around all the equations and formulas. But science and inventors have had such an influence on our lives in so many ways. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell invented the first telephone. Try to imagine life without this now. Well, are you more sciencey or are you more artistic?
I am definitely probably more artistic than sciencey, but I think quite logically. But I think I have to be quite innovative in my logic.
I would definitely say more sciencey. I work in physical therapy at an inpatient rehab hospital in Austin, Texas, so definitely lean towards the science.
Definitely more artistic than I am sciencey. I definitely studied or did my best to study a few subjects of science in school, but didn't go so well. And now I'm an English lit theatre music nutter, so yeah, definitely more artsy.
I am more artistic than sciencey because I'm currently doing, I'm studying theatre directing and I'm training to be a theatre director, which is much more arty than sciencey, I think.
What can you remember about studying science at school?
For me, science, I always really enjoyed it. There was a lot of practicals. It was very hands-on, and I really enjoyed that. So it was always a lesson that I really looked forward to going to, from like biology through to kind of the different experiments in chemistry. So it was one that I really kind of enjoyed.
I can remember being supremely bad at chemistry. And so I dropped out of that very early on in the O-level stage. Biology, I think I dropped anyway because I couldn't keep it all. But physics I loved, and so I completed O-level physics, but I didn't take it any further.
I loved that you got to play with it. There's many different ways to get to a certain conclusion with science.
I actually was reading through my old science books the other day, clearing out my house, and was surprised at how much I used to know and how little I actually remember now. But biology, geology, learning about rocks and things, learning about space, and yeah, lots of bits and pieces.
Can you name any famous scientists?
Well, there's a lot of scientists to choose from. You could go for Stephen Hawking, who's a theoretical scientist. You could go for Einstein, who's also a theoretical scientist, but then you can go for people like Rutherford, who split the atom. There's a great choice out there of scientists to admire and follow.
Well, Einstein, who invented the theory of relativity. For some reason, Leeuwenhoek comes to mind, and I think he had something to do with blood.
I think in high school, a scientist I was particularly fascinated by was Max Planck, his theory of quantum mechanics, and the idea of kind of string theory of multiple realities and universes existing alongside each other.
Are there any scientific inventions you couldn't live without?
Planes, trains, cars, medical, probably really more seriously than anything, the medical advances that have been made in the last century or two are the most important.
My phone, my laptop, and my iPad. Yeah.
I couldn't live without my laptop, I don't think, or my mobile phone. I think I'd be stranded without both of those things.
Being over here in England, I have family in the States, so I think without a telephone, I think I would really be lost. I could live without most other things, but I think just hearing someone's voice on the other end is always a nice thing to hear, especially when you're missing them.